Hafa and good morning, Guam. I'm Tim McHenry, and here is your morning update. Topping your news this morning, the corrections officer who was fired in January last year after he was caught on camera sleeping on the job and receiving a foot massage from an inmate will be reinstated. The shocking video was first reported in November of 2013 and showed what appeared to be Department of Corrections officers Leo DeGario Buon in uniform getting a foot rub from a maximum security inmate. The same officer was also caught sleeping on the job. He was terminated in January 2014, but he appealed his termination, contending that the punishment for such actions was too harsh. Buon's case finally went into its final stages at the Civil Service Commission, but according to CSC Director Tony Lamarena, after 3 days of hearings, DOC management informed the commission that they had reached a settlement agreement with Buon. Lamarena tells PNC that the settlement was approved, and the terms include withdrawal of the appeal, agreeing to a 30-day suspension with credit for time served, reinstatements to Buon's previously held position, and 1 year's worth of back pay to include annual leave and hazardous pay. The parties also agreed that DOC will not be footing the bill for Buon's attorney's fees. Meanwhile, federal Judge Francis Tydinko Gatewood issued various orders on the solid waste consent decree and weighed in on the controversial proposal to dump asbestos into the Ledzon landfill, ordering the Guam EPA to submit a plan to federal receivers Gershman, Brickner, and Bratton on their proposal. Guam EPA Administrator Eric Palacios believes that instead of sending the hazardous materials off island, it would save contractors money and businesses more money to dump the asbestos on island. Although Judge Gatewood did not form an opinion on the proposal, she pointed out in court documents that there are still many questions left unanswered. Questions she says were brought up back in March, but, quote, Guam EPA has failed to answer all these questions, end quote. These include how much waste will be dumped into the landfill, how much space it will consume, what kind of health risk it could pose, and whether or not stakeholders have been consulted. The proposal has been met with heavy criticism from Inarajan Mayor Doris Lujan, as well as some senators who expressed concerns about the health effects of possible exposure to asbestos. You can read Judge Gatewood's order online at our website, pacificnewscenter.com. And the old Manuel Guerrero or Department of Administration building is being torn down in Hagåtña, and some have raised concerns about the demolition because the building was thought to contain asbestos. In fact, both the Department of Public Works and the Guam Environmental Protection Agency previously told lawmakers during public hearings on the bill to demolish the building that the building contained asbestos and other toxic materials. The demolition of the building with asbestos requires specific care and safety procedures. However, Department of Public Works Director Glenn Leon Guerrero tells PNC that the Guam EPA conducted tests and found that there was no asbestos. Leon Guerrero says this because this issue has been brought up several times. He will ask for copies of the actual tests that were done by the Guam EPA. And that's it for the morning update. As always, have a good morning, Guam.